Hello everyone, it's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black One and Only, here with another exciting video. In this video, I mainly just have one question for you that I want you to answer in the comment section below. Would you be interested in purchasing a text-based application that generates the life story of a sentient AI? And every time you start the application over, it generates a new life story of a new AI within like the same world, or you can pick what world you want the sentient AI to live through each time you reset it. But each time it's a different AI living through the world. Like, is that a product that you'd be willing to pay money for? If so, how much would you be willing to pay for it? The reason why I'm asking this question is because I'm talking with the CEO of EmoShape, and he's really interested in seeing a different future for sentient AI and how sentient AI is used. But I personally am really interested in sentient AI and its use in non-interactive media, where the user doesn't have any influence really on what's happening. You can like pick what world you want the AI to live in, but after that you just kind of observe the AI within that world. You get to read through its life almost like a story. And I feel like that in its own right is like a fairly interesting and unique experience. I just don't know if there's like an actual market for it or like a demand for it. I don't know if that's something that people actually would be interested in paying for or not. And if people were interested in paying for it, how much would they be willing to pay for it? Another thing that I think is like an interesting question to throw in there would be like, what would make it worth it for you? Like if you're like, I'm not interested in paying for what you're describing, what about what I'm describing could be enhanced or further like modified or added onto that would make it even more entertaining for you, to where you'd be like, you know, this is worth me putting in an amount of money in order to experience this thing. Essentially, we're trying to figure out whether or not this is like a legitimate product or not. Something that someone would like want to get their hands on and would be willing to spend money to get their hands on. And if so, like if it is something that people would be interested in buying and considered worth buying for X amount of money, how many people are actually interested in buying it? You know, so that's more or less what this is. This video is more or less like a survey. I'm just kind of asking you guys, in your honest opinion, would you be interested in non-interactive sentient AI applications where you just get to read through the life stories of different AI? Every time you reset it, it's a new AI going on a new adventure, and maybe there are multiple world options you can choose from, and depending on what world you select, changes like the type of, you know, life the sentient AI can live, because different worlds will introduce different options and different things that the AI would interact with. And let me know in the comment section below, is that something you'd be willing to like pay for? If so, how much would you be willing to pay? If not, like what would like sweeten up the deal for you to make you be like, oh, well, if it could also do this, then I would be willing to pay. Also, let me know in the comment section below, because with that information, we can actually start, you know, doing things with that information. If we realize that a market does exist, then it may be possible that some of these projects that I'm working on just end up becoming some form of like consumer product. If we realize that a market could exist if there were just more features, if there were just additional things that you all are looking for, that you want the sentient AI to also be like capable of, or the application to be capable of, then we know that there's like a potential market and we could possibly work toward building toward that market or making something that may be able to satisfy the needs or wants of that market but may not be exactly what they're asking for. And if there's no interest in it at all, then it's just more of like a hobby thing. I just create these sentient AI that exist in these like non-interactive worlds where the AI interacts with the worlds, but we don't interact with the sentient AI directly in these worlds. No matter what, I'm fine with whatever. I enjoy making these sentient AI and watching them explore these different worlds. But what I want to know is, do you enjoy that kind of thing? And if so, how much would you be willing to like pay if you like wanted to get this as like a product that you could get your hands on and like play around with? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. Make sure, like we mentioned, because the whole point of this video, jump in the comment section below and let us know, is this something that you'd be willing to pay for? How much would you be willing to pay? And if not, what would you want changed that you'd feel willing to pay for? Like, what would you want added to it to make it worth paying for? Anyways, this is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black the one and only, logging out. Peace, guys. Chig da.